Hey guys, welcome to the channel. I'm Sheen, your host. This is Money Matters. This channel we talk about money, finance, how to grow your money, how to invest your money, how to make money work hard for you. Guys, if you like what I'm doing, consider subscribing. A lot of you just watch my videos but don't subscribe. Consider subscribing. Really helps out the channel, pushes my channel to grow and spread my channel to other people. Also give a thumbs up. Also helps out the channel. So if you find any value in any of my videos, please do that. Give me a thumbs up. Help me out. Thanks a lot. All right, guys. Today I've researched another company, yet another hot EV, electrical vehicle type of company. So here is basically my presentation on why I think this company is going to do good, probably in the short term. I don't know about long term, but here's my research. This is my research that I did today, so I'm presenting it to you. Again, if you find value in my videos, you learn something, please give me a thumbs up. Oh, hey guys, I'm recording this actually after the fact. I'm editing this video now, and I just came across some rumors. So I'm going to share the rumor with you at the end of my video, but just please keep in mind, this is pure speculation. I did not find anything that's solid about this information that I'm going to give you. So keep that in mind. If you want to look into this further and just keep your eye out on it, it is probably a good move, but I would not advise anybody to buy into speculation. So keep that in mind. Thanks. Let's get on with the video. All right, let's get started. The company is Blnk. Blnk, Blnk chargers. I don't know if you've seen any of these chargers around, but definitely in my city, I've seen plenty of these chargers around, and the chargers are just growing. And of course, it is the whole evolution of the battery EV vehicle, led by Tesla, of course. So Blnk, ticker symbol is BLNK. They have this charging infrastructure. This is their current map of where they have all of their chargers. So they are based in Miami Beach, Florida. They are nationwide. They have roughly 5,600 commercial EV stations in 40 states. 8,500 plus residential charging stations are deployed, and 15,000 plus EV charging stations throughout the United States. So they have roughly 180,000 registered members. So they have, you could register to be a member, and then you get discounted charging rates if you're a member. So this is what they do. They design and manufacture these charging stations. They own and operate and maintain some of the charging stations, and they generate revenue through charging, charging for the power, selling the EV hardware, and providing a network connectivity for payments and processing with partners that want to sign on with them. Again, they have over 180,000 registered Blnk members, and 23,000 plus charging stations are deployed. So I'm not going to go over the whole presentation. I think there's other channels that go through this whole presentation. It's a pretty long presentation if I just go over slide by slide. So I'm just going to go over the big topics, and then my basic thesis about why this company is going to be good in, I think, the short term. I'm not sure about long term. So here we go. This is their products. So like I said, they have products for residential if you just want to install something in your garage. Then they also have these commercial chargers. So this is the lineup of their different chargers. They have level 1, level 2, level 3 portable chargers. So again, their business model, some of their chargers they completely own, and therefore they charge you for the electricity. Some of them is like a hybrid situation where they own the hardware, or they might sell the hardware to the owner of the strip mall or whatever location it is, and then they take a percentage of that, or they just charge for administration. They also have Blnk as a service, which basically you pay a monthly fee, and that's great because then there's always that recurring revenue, and investors always like to see a company bringing in monthly recurring revenue. So they do have a subscription for their service as well. This is their chart. So they were trading for the longest time at the $1 and $2 range, and then just recently, starting at the end of June, this battery EV electric vehicle, Tesla leading the way with their amazing numbers, amazing Q1 and Q2 numbers. Basically everything in the EV market has exploded. All kinds of companies are coming out from nowhere. Nikola's coming out. Their evaluation is absolutely crazy. Arcimoto, Workhorse, all these companies have just come onto the scene, and the evaluations on these companies are absolutely insane. People are buying them up and just thinking that it's going to be the next Tesla. So again, here is their chart. At the time of my research, they were trading at roughly $7.63. And so you see they jumped from roughly $2 and change up to about the $5 range, and then it popped again up to the $8 to $9 range, and now we're sitting at about roughly $7. So if you don't think this company is going to grow, just look at this chart. You know, any company in this space is going to have absolutely massive growth in the years to come. Battery EV vehicles are just going to explode. You know, this is the chart. It's like exponential growth, moving year after year. So I mean, I know if you've seen these around in your local strip mall, in the grocery store, or whatever, these charging stations are popping up everywhere, and that's because EV vehicles are being sold everywhere. It is the market is just going to be amazingly huge for the EV market, and of course, you're going to have to charge these vehicles, and other chargers can charge every single vehicle out there. So that's why Blnk is going to be pretty much universal. Any battery EV vehicle is going to be able to charge on their system. Unlike Tesla, you know, Tesla currently only supports Tesla. You can't charge any other vehicle on Tesla superchargers. So cut to the chase, why am I kind of bullish on this company? Basically, it comes down to all the incentives that is going on, state and federal incentives. So take a look. This is the federal incentives for basically setting up a EV charging station on your property, or you know, if you're a place of business, or just at your home. So the federal tax credit is 30%, up to 30%, 30% tax credit up to $1,000 for residential and $30,000 for commercial. And so if you're an owner of you know, a mall, a strip mall, you know, somewhere where a lot of people gather, you're going to consider putting in EV stations, because this is the future. It's not up for discussion. Like, the transition to electric vehicles is already here, and you know, it's just going to blow up in the next few years. And if anybody doubts that, just take a look and just do your own research. How many vehicles are being sold that are electric vehicles? Compare that to the decline of ICE gas vehicles. So just do your own research. That's your homework. Take 5 minutes. I think you're going to find the answer in like 5 to 10 minutes. So if you're an owner of a strip mall, and the government and your local state is going to give you incentives to do this now, you're going to probably take that incentive, take that $30,000 or however much money that the state and federal government is giving you, install these charging stations for your customers that are going to come. You know, it's going to come down to one place has a lot of chargers and one place doesn't have any chargers, and you don't want to be like, if you're an owner of a business, you don't want to be the one that doesn't have any chargers, when in the future, let's say 60, 70, 80% of vehicles are going to be electric vehicles. But there's at least probably like 20, maybe 30 states that's offering tax incentives, tax rebates for installing infrastructure for battery EVs. I mean, just look at this list: California, Colorado, Delaware, DC, Florida. And so just look through this. It's like anywhere from $500 to several hundreds of thousands of dollars. Look at DC. So District of Columbia, through December 31st, 2026, individuals can receive an income tax credit of $10,000 per qualified public charging station. So, I mean, $10,000 per charging station. So if you're a business owner, yeah, of course, you're going to jump on this. You're going to take the money while it's available, right? So companies like Blnk and like I think ChargePoint is another one. All these companies, they're going to be deploying plenty of charging stations, while a lot of people, businesses, as well as individuals take advantage of these tax credits while they're still available. So further on the list, I mean, just read through this list: Georgia, Idaho, Iowa, again, like anywhere from $500 to several $1,000s. Massachusetts, Michigan, New Jersey, New York, Oklahoma. And so, that is the basic reason, the main reason why I am bullish on this company in the short term. So in the long run, I'm not 100% sure how well they're going to do, since they are a really, really small company. So here, look, they have a market cap of only 148 million. So that, that's a very small company, considering, all the other companies out there. One thing I will say is their price to sales ratio is incredibly high. So, right now, currently at this price point of $4.47, they're trading at a price to sales ratio of 40. And that's the highest it's ever been. Previous years was 15, 16, 24, 25. And right now, if you buy it at this evaluation at $7.47, you're paying a price to sales ratio of 40. And just to compare how high that price to sales ratio is, this is Tesla. Tesla's price to sales ratio is 8. 8.52, and people are saying, you know, $1,300, $1,400 for Tesla stock is unbelievably high, but yet the price to sales ratio is only 8 compared to what you're gonna pay if you decide to invest in Blnk. So that's one thing I will say. It is somewhat expensive, but again, people are in this space looking into the next few years because the battery EV revolution is absolutely here, and a lot of these companies are going to be taking advantage of it, and this is just one company that is obviously going to take advantage of it because a lot of companies are going to be installing battery EV charging infrastructure. So let's moving on with their income statement. So again, this gives you an idea actually how small this company is. Their total revenue for the last 12 months was only 3.4 million. Previous years was only anywhere from 2.6, 2.5 to 3.3 million. So revenues of only a few $1 million, definitely a very small company. And so companies like this that are so small, they could go out of business really soon. They could, you know, anything could happen with these small, unstable, pretty much unproven companies. So their net income, they're just bleeding money everywhere, you know, not a profitable company. So that's another thing that you gotta consider. They went in 2016 negative 7.6 million to the last 12 months, over $10.7 million in net income loss. So again, not a profitable company. So I'm not too concerned about their profitability. You know, this battery EV change has only been happening in the last, I would say maybe 3 to 5 years, and it wasn't until the last 1 to 2 years where I think more people have been taking the battery EV revolution seriously thanks to the help of Tesla. But moving into the future, I think the company is going to be making money. The question is just how much money. You know, I do think that, like I said, companies will be taking advantage of all these incentives, and so these companies like Blnk will be able to get a lot more revenue. The question is how good are they going to run their business? Are they going to be profitable anytime soon? That is still up for debate. I'm not sure. I don't know what the answer is to that. So that's why I did start a little position. I'm actually late to the game on this one. So I picked up a very small position. If it keeps on going up, there's no way I'm going to put more money into this company. The price to sales ratio at 40 is just not justified for me to put more money into this one. So I only started a very small position just so I could keep an eye out on it. And if the price does drop, I'll be definitely adding more. But that's how I'm going to play this. Here is my portfolio. So basically I have $71 in this right now at a cost basis of $7.16. And so, if it drops 4 or 5% from this price, I'll pick up some more shares. And if it keeps on dropping, I will pick up shares. But other than that, that is all I am willing to risk on this company. Again, because number one, they're not profitable. Number two, I don't think they're proven. Number three, there's a lot of competition heating up. A lot of people are going to be in this space fighting for all that incentive money from the states and the government. So it's going to be really competitive. That's my reason, guys. Consider subscribing if you haven't yet already. Give me a thumbs up. Really helps out the channel. Catch you in the next one. Peace. All right, guys. Thanks for watching to the end. If you made it to the end, leave me a comment and below to let me know that you made it to the end. Please put in the comment with HCAC. That is the company that I'm talking about. It is Hennessy Acquisition. It is actually their 4th company that they had. It is another SPAC, a special purpose acquisition company. So if you don't know, these companies are made for the purpose of acquiring another company and bringing that other company to the public markets. That's their sole purpose of a SPAC. So here is another SPAC. A lot of SPACs have been doing this recently. Most popular is Nikola. I think Nikola kind of started this whole trend, or at least got it into the mainstream. So it is HCAC, Hennessy Acquisition. So take a look into them, do some of your own research, your own due diligence. I would probably just keep an eye out on them. So the rumor is that they are going to acquire a company. So the company that they are going to acquire, in their filing, they already said that they were going to try to acquire a infrastructure company. That's what they're interested in. So the rumor on the streets is that they are going to acquire ChargePoint. If you don't know what ChargePoint is, it ties into this video. ChargePoint is another EV charging infrastructure company. I think they are the biggest infrastructure EV charging company in the United States. So Blnk is showing that a lot of people are interested in this type of company for investment, and Blnk is trying to expand. They are trying to grow their business, and so it would make sense that a company like ChargePoint that is currently private would take advantage of this to get additional funding to become to basically grow their market share. So it would make sense if ChargePoints gets acquired by somebody. Not necessarily it's going to be Hennessy, but by somebody. The rumor, like again, is that HCAC is going to acquire ChargePoint or try to acquire ChargePoint. So please do your own due diligence. Do not buy into any speculation. I am merely telling you this because it just ties into this Blnk video that I've been doing. So please look into this. Keep an eye out on it. Don't buy on speculation. If there's actual news coming out on this, you'll be first to know because it is on your radar already. Please keep in mind, guys, my videos are purely for educational purposes. I'm not a financial advisor. I do not give any advice. I do not guide anybody to buy, sell, or hold any stocks. Purely education. Do your own due diligence. Look into everything that I say. Back it up with your own research. Please do not buy according to somebody telling you his sharing his information on YouTube. Thanks, guys. Consider subscribing. Catch you in the next one. Peace.